I created this video to offer some insights into the Devour the Bleak, how this project was conceived, and the intent of this channel. So I'm a guy, like most of you. I'm working a 9 to 5 job with a mortgage, paying bills just to get by. I grew up like most musicians, carrying equipment, myself being a drummer, and other drummers can probably relate to, taking my kit blocks just to get to the venue, and at the time my girlfriend, now my wife, being there to help me. It was never easy to play local shows and to record in the studios and make albums. Eventually went to college and got into the workforce. My role in what I do, I'd say, is in an industry that's a little more on the complex side. But just like everybody else, I'm promoting to work my way up and to succeed in life. In May 2024, I was super frustrated. Was working out a lot, 4 days a week, eating what I thought was good for me, but not losing the weight. My doctor suggested a specific diet that I took to and became completely consumed by, because for the first time in 20 years, I felt so good. That change in my life not only resolved metabolic problems, but my brain fog cleared, and my music interests were ignited. And perusing YouTube made me realize there's more out there than what's on the top stations. And with feeling this great, my confidence also returned. Physically and mentally stronger. With music love, I just splurged on an e-kit. I had a basement studio in my previous house. I still have my kit, lined up on the side of my Pearl kit over there. But where I live now, I just live too close to people, and I feel really bad if I was playing drums, as most drummers can relate to, and anybody that's heard drums know how loud they are. So I just feel horrible for my neighbors. So the e-kit was the right choice. But when I jumped on that e-kit for the first time and I started playing my first jam, those emotions of music just overtook me again. I felt amazing. And I was just playing, to my favorite tracks, and just felt really good again. I hadn't felt that in a long time. And then I've been eyeing a specific synthesizer, the Arturia Micro Freak. It was similar to something I'd used a long time ago, which was the Microkorg. So I thought it was a good choice, and I've been studying it and learning it, and I think it's awesome. As far as a DAW, I am using a very old version of Cubase SX. It's probably over 20 years old. It's only got like 8 plugin effects, and that's it. I don't use any software to emulate any amps or any synthesizers. The only 2 instruments that you hear in my music are the drums and the synthesizer for the Micro Freak. Yeah, and that's something that's means a lot to me. I like raw instruments. I grew up in the studio, my previous studio, learning how to record analog drums. So that's a real challenge, and many producers and audio engineers can relate to that. So the intent of this channel is to keep producing music and just getting better and improving as a musician and as a producer. I have thick skin, and I know putting my stuff out there would raise criticism. That's happened in the past with my previous music that I put out there. But that's something about growing, and you know what? That's the point of this channel, is to hear what other people have to say. My writing style isn't typical nowadays, this return to music. I used to spend hours writing notes and chopping to perfection and releasing albums. But I just took a different approach in my life here, and so this is just more of an improvised jam, and just going with how the drums feel, and just kind of taking that all in. I think the soundscapes are really interesting that I put together, and I really love the sounds of drums, so I really put an emphasis on making the drums sound good. That's a big thing that I hold close to my heart. So many of you, like, I'm still looking for a lot of stuff out there. So I feel like my stuff's pretty different from what's out there, to be honest with you. And I'm still looking for other artists, and I'm finding so many amazing artists on YouTube that no other subscription service could have offered. Watching the people perform live and then reading the comments from the community is just amazing. So I'm not someone that uses, social media. So this is really interesting to me, and I think it's really cool. And I love the YouTube community. When I go watch all my videos that I'm loving, and this return to love of music, and watching all these bands live that I've missed for so many years, and seeing people's kind of stories and telling their what it means to them is really inspiring. And I can relate to that, and I'm a part of those communities and those channels now, and I just want to keep growing. So yeah, the community here feels very genuine. It feels very good. And in a world, where there's a lot of chaos and there's a lot of crap going on, it's nice to steer your focus in a direction with good vibes and listen to music, because it's one of the greatest things that we have. I missed it for a long time, and it took me a lot to realize that. So I hope this finds you well. This isn't something I would plan to do often, unless people are actually more interested in learning about me. And as far as the masks go, it's for two reasons. The first reason is wearing them is really fun, and the mystery is really awesome. I just think that people not knowing what I look like is it builds a little bit of mystery and wonders what people think. But it's more about communicating and reaching out to people through my music, and not so much the person that's behind the mask. I see a lot of other YouTubers, talking about their lives and giving, expressing and showing everything that they go through every day. That's just not me. I want to put out music, and I want to make music, and I want to find other people that make music and communicate with them on a basis from that. So that's what that's what this is about. So I would love to hear any feedback people have. If not, you just want to listen, that's also cool too. I'm really happy with that. And I'm going to play it by ear and see, if there's any interest that generates from some video like this. But as I sign off here, have a great weekend, stay safe, enjoy your favorite tunes, turn up your music, and just, love life and enjoy life. Devour the Bleak. Peace out.